You all right?
Go back where he told you.
So that was a clip from the movie The Hate You Give. Everybody knows and seen that movie and have read the book. Now I want to address the comments I see in one of the videos. Let's take a look at them, shall we? Khalil got what he deserved. Like, bro really wants to be round up, then bro wants to do everything but follow simple directions. Just listen to the cop even if you think you did nothing wrong. Honestly, the guy wasn't cooperating. Reaching didn't tell not to. All he had to do was follow simple instructions. Didn't listen, wouldn't cooperate, then reach for an object with a handle in the dark. Could have been quick and easy until he wanted to mess around. Failure to comply and reaching for random stuff. Let me not listen to a cop. Got what he deserved, LL. Follow instructions. I mean, really, even in a movie where a black person is a victim of police brutality, you'll have racist trolls justifying it. But okay, let's examine this real quick.
Khalil, put your hands on the dash. I'm not playing.
Sorry, we ain't done nothing. Will we drive like 50 feet?
Please. Please, just do it.
To all the people who were saying he wasn't listening, while I agree he was being uncooperative at first, he puts his hands on the dash. Next part.
Sir, can you roll your window down for me?
Here we go.
Again, despite him feeling a type of way, he listens to the officer and rolls down the window. Next part.
I need to see your driver's license and registration.
For what? What'd I do?
Sir, license and registration.
Khalil, keep your hands on the dash.
Star, how am I supposed to get him my license and registration if I have to stay still? I want to know why you pulling me over.
You failed to signal lane change.
Khalil asks his officer why he stopped him, which is in his right. Not only that, the officer has to give a reason of why they stopped you before questioning you. The cop avoids that question and Star tells Khalil to put his hands back on the dash, and he's asking Star how am I supposed to give him my information. This is where it gets confusing. You have two people tell you two different things. Like a good example that would be with the Tyree Nicholas incident. You have two cops yelling two orders at you, and the cop finally tells Khalil why he stopped him, which he should have done in the beginning. He failed to signal a lane change. If you fail to signal a lane change, it's a fine up to $238.
Turn the music off.
Why? I can hear you.
Please, Khalil.
Turn it off.
This is my car, so how can you tell me
Get
that?
out of the car.
You ain't got no right to do this to me.
Instead of just going back to the lane change situation, the cop orders Khalil to turn off his music, and Khalil's like, why? I can hear you just fine. Now let's talk about the music. Yes, the officer can tell you to turn down your music. That is if you violate an ordinance or law against loud noise. However, the music wasn't even that loud. Khalil could hear the cop, and the cop could hear Khalil. However, despite all of this, what does Khalil do next? Let's see.
Get out of the car yourself or I'm going to do it for you. Now! Drop the phone.
He turns off his music and gets out of the car. And since we're critiquing people's behavior, you do have the right to record police interactions. So him telling Star to drop the phone was literally illegal. Now let's see what Khalil does next.
Hands on the car. Anything on you?
No, there's nothing on me.
Any drugs?
Nah, man.
Can you remove your driver's license, please? Where'd you find her?
I know her. That's my friend.
You looking for a score tonight?
What? A score? Yo, come on, man.
He complies when the officer tells him to put his hands on the car. He complies with the pat-down, complies to the officer's questions, complies when the officer asks for his license, complies when the officer asks him a question like where he found Star, like that thing concerned to him, and he asks the racially profiling question, are you looking for a score tonight? The officer tells Khalil to keep his hands on the car while he runs his license. He checks on Star to make sure she's okay. She tells him to put his hands back on the car. He reaches over his car and grabs his hairbrush, and the cop shoots him, and Khalil ends up dying. Now, this is the thing I want to point out. The shooting. The officer searches around to find a quote-unquote gun that he believed Khalil was pulling out. But he sees that the so-called gun he thought Khalil was pulling out was a hairbrush. Now, my thing is this. The officer just went on and shot him. No, put your hands in the air, put your hands back in the car. No tasers, no, just pow pow, shooting them. In the moment he saw it was a hairbrush, he should have done something to help Khalil. Because as you can see here, if properly trained, police officers are supposed to provide medical assistance to people injured in the use of force. In this case, shooting Khalil over a hairbrush. But the fact is, he provided no medical aid at all. He just let Khalil bleed out and die. So the fact that he told Star to stop recording, shot him without any warnings, and let Khalil bleed out and die, that speaks volume. That shows he knew exactly what he was doing the night when he pulled Khalil and Star over. Now, was Khalil being a bit uncooperative? Was he being a little difficult? Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But his actions shouldn't have cost him his life, especially over something petty as a hairbrush.